These are our hazelnut trees right here, and we fenced these off to keep the puppy from messing with them. And because of that, I want to go ahead and mulch these real heavy. I haven't quite finished potting all the tomatoes. I have quite a few that still need to be potted, and I'm basically in full-on damage control now because I don't have the room for all these tomatoes whatsoever in my grow room. So part of my plan to solve this issue is going ahead and hardening off some of my plants so I can stick them outside in the daytime. The big project today is to finish the little chicken food plot that I'm doing. It's not that much area, shouldn't technically take that long, but as we all know, everything takes longer than you think it's going to. It's like 75 degrees and light breeze. Tell you what, I'll take it. While I was driving one of those T-posts, I accidentally hit our fishing line and busted one of the strands of it. And I tell you what, it made me really glad that we tied it at every contact point on each end, because otherwise this whole thing would have unraveled and come down. See what the puppy's doing. It's too hot for the puppy, and she's too tired. Played too hard today, huh? This is just going to be a temporary fence, so I'm just using zip ties for this because I'll probably take it down in like the winter or something like that. I'm not even like worried about it being super secure or anything like that. All it really needs to accomplish is keep the chickens out of it. I was hoping that I was going to be able to get away with this long span with only 2 T-posts, but I thought I might have to add another one, and yeah, this is just going to like flop around in the wind. It's just too long of an expanse. Hey, puppy. You taking a nap? Huh? You taking a nap? Oh, it's too hot out there, isn't it? I'm not going to close off that one side entirely because I want to be able to have access to it. I'm going to go ahead and plant this evening, but before I do that, I'm going to till up the soil one more time. It's kind of like dry and chunky. It hasn't really rained good recently. Lady, you need a saddle. So the things that I'm going to be planting here are the daikon radishes. I think that's how you say that. And the reason I'm planting these here, I don't know how well they're going to do because they get so long, and even though this top is really well broken up, there's still that really hard clay underneath, and they get like 14 inches long. So we'll see how they do here. But my thinking is putting them here, they will help improve the soil in case I want to do this again next year. And then I'm going to be planting the white tip radishes. And the hope is that the chickens will eat all of this, which I'm sure they will. And then I'm gonna plant some kale and like some salad mix. This year we really want to start focusing on cutting our chicken feed costs back by growing lots of corn, some of our wheat, hopefully, if that works out, can go to the chickens, and doing things like chicken food plots and stuff like that. It won't be long now, and it'll be time to till the garden. But we're waiting until the last minute because our vetch, our hairy vetch that we planted, is finally starting to actually take off. It really just didn't do hardly anything for most of spring, and then here recently it is just, I guess it's enjoying these really warm temps. But I'm sure after we get a nice rain, it's really gonna get going because it's looking really good out here. There's actually a lot more of the vetch out here than we originally thought. Now there's definitely some areas where you can see, like here, like it's bare. Last year, this top kind of area here that runs along the fence, I had planted potatoes, and pretty much all of the potatoes just rotted in the ground because it's just like this clay pan that just holds water so much. And that was why I raised the potatoes up and planted them this year over here. And we're not planting anything along this upper fence line area here. This is going to be a walkway. And in fact, last year, we did our rows like going this way. And this year we're going this way instead. And that's because the soil clay up here is just so rock hard. And it's full of rocks that have come off of this drive up here that have just worked their way over this way. And it's just, this can just be a permanent walkway for the garden. There's no sense in planting anything here. Even if my potatoes would have done all right there, it would have been a nightmare to dig them up. Right now, I'm gonna put some lettuce in the ground. I have some little seedlings that I've already hardened off, so I'm gonna get that done today. And for whatever reason, the peas that I planted never came up, and I'm still debating over whether or not I'm going to plant some more. The Faverolles chickens are sex-linked, so when they're adults, the roosters are a different color than the females. They're obviously identifiable. And Oa has been a difficult one because on and off at different times I've thought it was a boy, it was a girl, it was a boy, it was a girl. But I'm pretty sure now that Oa is actually a girl, which is kind of funny because the name almost is kind of more feminine. So it turned out to be a girl. I named Uni before I knew Uni was a boy. Turned out to be a boy.